Hi, my name is Abby Krieger, and I am your host of Season 5, Meet the Fellows. Today we are here with Scott Cross. Scott, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, thank you.
Could you start off by telling us just a little bit more about yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Scott Cross. I am an economics student here at Grove City College, and I am from Ohio.
Wonderful. And Scott, what inspired you to want to become a fellow for the Institute here?
I think that the Institute for Faith and Freedom offers a lot of great opportunities for all the fellows here, and that's one reason I was very eager to join. And that, in addition to the fact that the two values that the Institute for Faith and Freedom is named after, faith and freedom, are both things that I'm very passionate about. So those were two things that really drew me to the Institute.
Yeah, that's great. So in your time here as a fellow, could you tell us about either a favorite project you've worked on or maybe something you're currently working on?
Yeah, so I am in charge of running the Economics with Dr. Hendrickson Zoom calls, which are a weekly Zoom call with one of our Professor Emerituses, Dr. Mark Hendrickson, and he talks about various economic topics throughout his lecture. And I've been very fortunate to be able to work with him and to be able to sit on those Zoom calls. I think that's probably my favorite part of Institute for Faith and Freedom right now that I'm working on.
Yeah, that's a wonderful series. And so Scott, what would you say is either something you're very passionate about politically or a cultural movement?
I think that first and foremost that in the United States we see a kind of disregard for private property rights throughout the entire country, and I think that is something that I think is very unfortunate that we've seen grow in just over time in the last few years. And I think that is something that I'm very passionate about because I think that private property rights form a basic building block of the bedrock of society, and when those are disregarded, that's a bad thing. So I think that by strengthening the private property rights, that we can go towards a better future.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing. And my final question for you is, do you have any future plans lined up?
Towards after graduation, I plan on getting a PhD in economics because economics is something I'm very passionate about. So I plan on taking the next step, growing in my knowledge in that by getting a PhD, and then either going towards work in public policy or in academia.
Awesome. Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking the time today to share with us what you've been working on and what you're passionate about. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to this episode of Meet the Fellows.